What's up, guys? We're here at the regionals. We ended up getting top 4 today, which is really cool. We were playing pure Snake Eye, best deck. Before we dive into it, like, comment, subscribe. Huge shout outs to Max. He helped me side. Shout out to Angus as well. Not really the greatest at siding, so I definitely learned that. Shout outs to everyone else from Halifax too. Royal for winning. Shifter carries, but whatever. But yeah, and I guess shout out to the Strike Gang.
Bang.
So we're playing a 42 list here. The reason why I don't want to do it is I'm notorious for opening up double Flame Birch, double Poplar. If you guys are watching any of the POVs, you see it all the time. So I wanted to like kind of minimize that as well with like some of the better cards. But I was playing the 3 Ash, 2 Poplar, the 1 Oak, and the 1 Jet Synchron. These are my only level ones that I'm actually summoning. You guys all know, very, very standard. Then for the other cards, we are playing the 2 Flame Birch. This is just, you don't want to actually play 1 because you will have open it in your hand. It's not going to be as good. You also sometimes want to have it on the field than have 1 in the spell trap card zone with the copy of the field spell, which is really nice. It's kind of your contingency plan through Nib. Then we are playing the triple Diabellstar. This is for consistency reasons. You don't have as many starters in this deck like Ponix and other stuff when we're playing the Fire King decks. So obviously you want to maximize out on every card you can that gets you there. Then for the hand traps, we are playing a hand load of them. We are playing the 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, the 3 Nibiru, the 3 Drolan Lockbird. We also are playing the 3 copies of Imperm. So I'm playing a shit ton of hand traps, but I am not playing any copies of Mourner. I don't like Mourner. I don't think I've ever played that ever. I'm on the double copies of Talents instead of it. Max is playing that. It's fine. It's fine. But I don't really care. You know, if I get hit with Shifter, fuck that card. Then we are playing the 3 Wanteds, the 3 Bonfires, because I'm not poor. I don't need Lullabies. R.I.P. Max. No, these cards are crazy. A lot of the times, like, I was playing against Rika, and I was in, like, a grinds game, and I ended up, like, drawing into a Bonfire. It didn't really do anything for me, but you can always like discard it off like a jet or something like that, and it's like, or even just set it for a bluff. It's whatever. The next turn you have like sane follow-up, and then we are playing the 1-for-1 as well as the Origins. You only really need to play one of these as well as the copy of Divine Temple. This card is disgusting. People who aren't playing this card, you're just wrong. Just disgusting card. You know, you're able to actually summon your opponent's monsters, which is also Flame Birch effect. So if you're playing against the mirror, a lot of the times, if you're going or they're going, when you both have these on the field, you're going to be able to, like, they normal summon, activate their effect. You can actually chain your temple, and then, or they try to do it, you take theirs, they're like chain blocking. It's really gets into weird game states. And then with Flame Birch as well, you can take their monsters and summon it. So really important to note. Especially if you don't have any access to your cards, you can just take their Poplar, then Poplar search, or take their Ash and get your own Ash search for Poplar. Disgusting. I don't want to play anything. I don't want, you know, people to hand trap me. So I'm playing the crossouts, and I'm also playing the Talents. I felt like Sean today. So Sean, if you're watching this, shout out to you. This card was glued to my hand all day. I was ripping cards. I was drawing cards. I was not ending on Link Karibo Pass. This card was disgusting, bro. I ended up taking a Nib from my opponent's hand. I was playing against one guy playing the Snake Eye deck. I took his copy of Diabellstar, leaving him with an Origins, another card he can't summon. I think it was like a Flame Birch.
Yeah, me pussy.
Max still cooked me that game. He ended up drawing Veiler, which was absolutely sick. And for the 42nd card, we are playing the Call by the Grave. This card came up. I was playing against Horus Tri-Brigade. I had these 3 here. So I ended up talenting him, ripping his hand. And then I ended up setting the Call by the Grave and the Crossout. He goes Imsteady, send Kit. I Call by the Grave his Imsteady. He then goes Kit effect. I Ash the Kit. Then he talenses me. I Crossout Call Talents. So now I don't have another Talents in deck because I already used the Talents. And he just like lost 3 cards there for these like 3 insane power spells, which is just absolutely disgusting. Which I'll be talking about why they're just so disgusting in the side deck. Now for the extra deck, very standard. Link Karibo, Hita, Dark, IP, SP, Nightmare Phoenix. This card's actually the GOAT. He's actually called Nightmare Goat now. 1 Princess, you do not need 2. I was on 2 until last night, and this card was changed for a Celine. So shout outs to Max for that. I'm going through it. And then, of course, we have the Zealantis plus Sunlight Wolf. This is for your OTK. We are on the copy of Celine. So Celine is our second copy of Princess. This is actually going to be able to bring out your copy of the Diabellstar from the graveyard. Very, very nice. And it's also follow-up for a copy of Appaloosa. So if you're playing against like a weird deck, you can actually summon this out. Summon out your copy of Diabellstar, link away into a copy of Appo right away. You're not fire locked, so like if you go for a Princess line and you already have Princess in graveyard, you are going to like struggle to finally go into another monster if you're not playing copies of like Amble Whale, which isn't really good in this deck. So just being able to go Celine, summon out a copy of your Diabellstar, something like a Wanted for follow-up is just really good.
Gives you more options with your Charmers. It's
yeah,
really nice.
like which is really, really cool. And we also can go into this card here. So this card, again, shout out to Max for this. I was going back and forth between this card here and a copy of whatever her name is, Curry Carr from the side deck. But I never found myself really summoning, like, this was Amble Whale prior to that. So I wanted, like, an always option that was there. And so this card actually came up as well, because I took somebody's Flambridge while I had already stolen one of their cards. And it was like, okay, you just can't summon from the graveyard now. And then they had Ash, I negated it. It permanently negates it, by the way, which is disgusting. And then they couldn't even Flambridge, because they just had to negate. That's all for the links. Then for the synchros, this card's absolutely crazy. This is like not just a negate, but also follow up by putting the Link Rebo on the field. You guys all know how it is. It gives you an extra material. Then for the side deck, not really anything spicy. We're going to start off with the Bystials. So I'm playing the Magnamut, the Baldrake. Shout out to David for this. I was trying to figure out what it was going to be. It was going to be a copy of like Bell or whatever, and then I just said fuck it, play 4. Really good against Brand, good against Voiceless Voice. It's actually good against the Mirror as well. Not high impact, but it's just really good if they don't expect it. You know, you can hit the Diabellstar, hit a Link Rebo. And then I am playing the Summon Limits. This card came in really clutch. You can also send it as well. I think it's just absolutely standard. Busted card. And then we are playing the copies of Cosmic and then the Duster. I was really afraid of Dinomorphia. Shouts to this guy over here, Nathan.
He's only one person.
So
There was 3 people playing Dinomorphia today at this regional, which is disgusting. But yeah, if he sets 5, I'm just gonna Duster him, and hopefully it is good. And then I am playing this card. This card's disgusting going second. Your third copy of a search card, so if you already open one of them, you get your half. It's also really cool if you open it and you have like Origins already banished or whatever off like one of your cards. You know, as Max said in his deck profile, it forces a negate then and there. And then for the last cards in the side deck, these cards are the absolute GOAT. We're playing the copy of Driver. So I really wanted to normal summon this and beat over everything.
Bang!
bang.
But no, we're just kidding.
Yes, sir. These cards are so gas.
I played against Brandon today. I had Ash, this, and I think it was Nib. Buddy was done. There was no combo in his deck that he could actually beat these cards. With this and Ash, just GG's, bro. So he goes, activate fucking Fusion Deployment. I Ash that. I go, I don't even care. He then normal summons out Aluber. I imperm it. And then he goes, Branded Fusion, Delta. You're done. You're done.
That's yeah. Let's go.
I also had Gamma in hand versus somebody else too. I forget what he did. I think it was against the guy who was playing the Mirror. I activated this against the Princess, and he had no other fires on the field, so that was just GG's for that too. You know, so holding this sometimes is just really nice. And yeah, that's just it. I definitely recommend everyone who's playing this deck pick up these cards. They're expensive for a reason, and of course, Gamma's Gamma, bro. Like,
it's just more hand traps, man.
Yeah,
More
this
hand
card's
traps.
insane going second. You can hit crossouts if they're playing it. You can hit talents if they're playing it. That's something else that's really important. If you end up like hitting like a low impact hand trap, they end up having talents, which is just extremely notorious for happening. Or they try to chain for a copy of crossout. So you go Ash, they try crossouting your Ash. You chain this Delta, all of a sudden your other hand trap resolves and you're just golden.
So I mean, this card's just really good when paired with hand traps too. Because like if you like Baylor their Ash and then they try and have like originals follow up and you Delta that's like
that's just GG's.
That's just GG.
They're wasting like 3 cards.
They're
there.
so screwed.
So definitely make sure you play these cards, and yeah, that's really all I have to say.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully you see you soon. Only on Branded next. If someone Deltas my Branded Fusion, I'm done.
Okay.